the jobs may be coming back and the economy as a whole is starting to look better.
But that is not the case for some of the smaller communities who watched their plants and manufacturing jobs dwindle over the years. A KZI 9 News reporter Jennifer Richardson joins us with more on the struggles of one of our coastal towns that is facing. Jennifer?
Yeah, people are drawn to the coast for its beautiful views and tourist attractions, but many call these towns home. The problem, not all are weathering the storm.
Like many small towns in America, Reedsport, Oregon is a victim of the failing economy. This tidewater town is struggling to stay afloat. Many of the once bustling shops on this main street boarded up and barren.
Families have moved on with their children. And that's a process that many communities go through. We have become much more of a retirement community.
Reedsport Mayor Keith Timchuk is a lifelong resident. He's also a teacher at the high school. His Reedsport history books tell the story of a much happier time.
I graduated from Reedsport High School in 1975, in June of 1975, and every young man that I knew that graduated in those years could walk out and find a high-paying family wage job.
That's because there was a thriving fishing industry, and the International Paper Mill, or IP, provided nearly 1,000 jobs.
For a young man, it was really a great place to grow up.
But that all changed in 1999. The IP mill closed. In a blink, hundreds of jobs were lost. And thus began the mass exodus. Just recently, American Bridge Manufacturing also closed. To put it into perspective, Timchuk's graduating class, about 110. In 1981, they were still graduating about 90, and this year,
we will graduate 36 seniors. And that really tells this tale of small communities.
It's a tough economy, it is.
Jonathan Wright is Reedsport's city manager. He's a fresh face who reflects on this town's past, remembers its heyday, and hopes there is a bright future still to be written.
We do have the advantage of having Highway 101, Highway 38 right here. We also have the recently reestablished rail line, which allows larger freight to be moved to and from this area.
Wright says this area has some of the most pristine brownfield sites on the Oregon coast, and those could be easily developed.
At this point, I think we'd be willing to take just about any type of manufacturing that was willing to come here.
The possibility of Jordan Cove coming in, that's going to be a biggie because we've met with them a number of times and we can handle a lot of their overflow, both small business-wise and housing.
And clearly for the whole coastal area, there will be spin-off opportunities.
But the proposed liquefied natural gas terminal in Coos Bay is still years away. So for now, Rich Patton, the president of the Chamber of Commerce, turns his focus to tourism. And its claim to fame, Chainsaw Festival. Reedsport is the chainsaw carving capital of Oregon.
There's a lot of people that are coming back, you know, that are retired, and because it's a nice community, and we have so many people that are doing so many things to try to make things happen.
Oh, I would love to see the economy start booming again. I'd love to see, you know, the logging start over again and the timber industry to go. I'd like to see American Bridge to come back.
And while the sounds of saws provide a soundtrack for an economic improvement, this shipyard,
we started designing our own boats.
A pulse for this economy.
We've shown hundreds and hundreds of people in Alaska where Reedsport, Oregon is.
Fred Wall of Fred Wall Marine employs 73 local workers, and they build some of the best fishing boats that sail the waters off the west coast in Alaska.
Everything's in-house. We have a whole machine shop, a carpenter shop, electrical shop.
Fred Wall Marine brings in money from outside of Oregon, something Wall says needs to happen more here in order for the town to once again thrive.
Oh, it's such a uniquely beautiful area that I know that in time we will reach our goals.
A town looking to carve out a new history.
That's the spirit of not curling up into a ball and saying, woe is me.
We wouldn't think of going elsewhere.
With the hope that one day this will be a place not only known for its statues, but where the next generation can stay, work, and call home.
And Reedsford has restarted the Oregon Main Street program. The city has also applied for a grant that will allow someone in-house to focus on strategic economic planning for the community. But of course, the resources are limited, and you did see there that so many there are hopeful that this can turn around. But
They're certainly a proud folk, aren't they?
they are. They definitely are. And it was neat to be down there and meet some of them.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer.